Okay, this is a quick short video on uh, basic wiring, what you need to sort of address when you're rewiring a sewing machine. Okay, so I'll go over this as quickly as I possibly can. I'm not great with videos, so forgive the me going etc. Thank you. Okay, first off, we're going to start with the actual wiring in the machine. If you take a look over here, that is part of your lighting harness, and that is all associated with the sewing machine's electrics. This will usually on these machines run upwards inside. You see the little clips there? Just keep it secured so they don't jostle out of shape with the vibration of the machine and end up wearing a groove in the wiring and causing you a great deal of pain. Okay, so that's what that is, and that goes down into the rear of the machine. I'm trying to move this around as best I can. It's heavy. As you can see, that's part of that wire that's come up and down into there. And now it's going to go onto a side without me breaking anything. I've got it apart right now. Sears tough. And that goes into the junction where your plug goes into, your inlet. And the motor is also wired into that as well, as you can see. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over the wiring, basically. You have to get a wire that is appropriate to the lighting that you've got in the machine. Unless you buy a setup that has the harness already, you generally have to rewire or buy brand new. This here is a wire I got off eBay that's going to rewire one of the machines I'm working with. You see it's a 3-prong with a 2 on one side, 1 on the other side. Kenmore, typical. And this will go into the pedal, which we have here. Okay, now I've got a question a couple people have asked me about this thing, the clamp that keeps your wire from coming out. There's a tool for this thing, but I don't have that kind of money right now. So what I do, you see that thing on the top? I grab a pair of vice grips and I squeeze that and that together, and that allows you to wiggle it out, and then you can put your wiring in. And as you can see, I've got a piece that's built into the wiring. Wrong end. Sorry. Or replace it, so I don't have to worry about that going back in unless I want it to. Okay, now this is your basic carbon disc pile pedal. It's a more modern one though. It's very easy to take apart. I like that. And in here, in this ceramic chamber, there's a bunch of little tiny black discs, and there's a nub at the end. Now what happens is when you're pressing on the pedal against these, it will take these foils that are here, sorry, up there, my apologies, and it pushes them in and out, as you can see. And that will power your machine. The more compressed they get, the more power goes through. The less compressed, the less power. And that's because they act like resistors. They're taking the power and they'll break it down or ramp it up depending on how compressed or how together they are. And the wiring is shielded inside there to keep you safe. This is also Bakelite, which, keeps your foot from getting super hot if you're doing it on slow. I prefer electronic pedals, but these are my favorite kind of pedals. Unfortunately, I can't keep this one. It goes with the machine here. So that's not going to stay with me. It's going to its new owner tomorrow. I have to recondition the pedal. I still have to go through and clean all the discs and make sure the chamber is clean, so we don't have any potential for sparky. Should never keep a pedal, by the way, ever plugged into a machine. Ever, ever, ever. If you're going to leave it plugged in, to put it on a power bar and switch the power bar to off. Okay, so you're going to take your pedal, your pedal, yes, and your motor, and your lighting harness, all three of them, and you're going to wire them into this block. This is one that's been, the back's been taken off of. And each of these has a place to be. There's screws that go in there. I just don't have the screws in this right now. I do still have the screws. And you're going to go, Wayne's diagram that he very generously put under our featured section, or gave us to us to put in the feature section, and told you to mark right at these videos. And he sort of shows you where they go on this thing, on the block, which I'm showing you badly. Your light up top, and then you have your motor, then you have your on-off switch. The on-off switch does not polarize, but the rest of them are. If you put the motor together incorrectly, you're going to end up with the motor going in reverse. It won't blow anything up, but it will make the motor go backwards. And so you don't want to do that. So you got 1, 2, 3 all hooked up. You get to, and on these, doubling on them is the plug and your pedal. So you'll have, going into 1, you're going to have the light, and you're going to have the pedal. Going into 0, which is your ground, you're also going to have the light, and you're also going to have one of the motor. So that's your neutral. And into 2, you're going to have the plug, and you're going to have nothing else. Actually, that's not true. You got your switch going in there. And on number 3, you're going to have your motor again, and you're going to have the other part of your pedal. These things are all linked in so that they are powering with the on-off switch, so that everything is working tickety-boo. It's not hard to figure out. It's just follow the bouncing lines, that's all. And, listen to me and not want to take your fist and put it through the computer screen, because I don't talk very well on these things. I get kind of nervous when I work with videos. But that's your diagram. And this is your pedal. And as I said, this is not an electronic. Electronic is a much simpler design. But as you can see, these wires here, if you're rewiring that, you're going to get a hot and a neutral, okay? Anything that's ribbed or got writing on it, such as this, if I can show that to you, that's your neutral, okay? The clear, there's nothing written on it, there's no ribbing on it, that's your hot wire, and you go according to the diagram with that. Okay, so I hope that simplifies the wiring process as to how it works, so that you can wire your machine safely. And until next time, have a happy.